Hello everyone, this is Darren from HostelSnap, and we just released version 1.16 of HostelSnap, and this version includes two new features in the Hostel Log tool on HostelSnap, and I wanted to show those to you. But first of all, for people who aren't familiar with the Hostel Log tool in HostelSnap, let me give you a quick introduction. The Hostel Log is designed to allow staff to effectively communicate with each other and have those messages to each other appear in a time and place that's relevant to when they want to see it. It also provides a place where you can record all pertinent information that's happening in the hostel about your guests, maintenance issues, cleaning issues, so that the appropriate staff can see it when they need to. The Hostel Log is accessible from the main menu at the top, right here where it says Hostel Log. Now, there are three types of Hostel Log entries. Staff log entries, which are manual entries that staff enter in themselves. Hostel log entries, which record specific events that have happened in your hostel, such as guest reservations that are created, canceled, when emails are sent, things that happen in the hostel, or when allocations are changed. And system log entries go really deep, and generally these are for troubleshooting specific things that have happened at your hostel. You can always search for any of these log entries by using the Show Advanced filters, and you can select by a specific date if you want to, or you can select by a specific string, or you can enter in the name of a guest when you want to see only log entries related to a specific guest. So let me show you how to add a new log entry and show you some of the new features that we've just created. To add a new log entry, click on the Add Log Entry button, and this is where you would enter in what you want other staff in the hostel to know about. Let's say, for example, Andrew Animal needs to clean up his bed area. Looks like his backpack exploded. A common occurrence in hostels. Now, I can actually enter in any number of log entry categories that I want. I could call this a cleaning note, or maybe it's a guest note. Or you could actually configure custom types here. Let's say, for example, your hostel has a swimming pool and you need to have a special category regarding swimming pool maintenance. The manager can add these categories here. So in this particular case, I'm going to call it a guest note. Now, I could just enter it now if I wanted to, but in this case, I want to tell Andrew Animal, I want someone on the staff to tell Andrew Animal that he needs to clean up his bed area. So I'm going to actually link this to his guest record. And I'm going to pin this alert to the guest. What will happen now is anytime we're dealing with Andrew Animal, that is, adding guest nights or editing his guest record, an alert will come up at the top of HostelSnap reminding us about this note. Now, other instances you might have a note needs to be private, and you could actually say here manager only. What will happen in this case is the note will only be visible when managers or above are logged in. And this is usually used for confidential information, things that are a little bit more sensitive. Sometimes it's used for the manager to make notes to themselves that they don't want the staff to see. They need to make the owner aware of something, but they don't want the general staff to see it. Managers will know that it was a manager-only log entry by this little padlock that appears right next to the item. Here's another example of how you might use the hostel log entry. Let's say the trash didn't get taken out last night and you need to make sure that it's taken out tonight at 9 p.m. And that's the log entry that you've added. You can set this log entry to needs follow-up, and you could set the time to 9 p.m. tonight. So then at the prescribed follow-up time, a task will become due and this button will turn red. When the staff click on it, they will actually see the note that needs to be done. The trash did not get taken out last night. Make sure it's taken out at 9 p.m. tonight. When it's done, they can click it as done. And then sometimes you need to notify specific staff that need to know about this. Perhaps you know that Jessica is a friend of Andrew's and she could actually tell Andrew when she's out and about. Now, Jessica will receive a message on her staff messages that with this as well. So it's just another way that you can communicate the details of a log entry and a time and place when it's appropriate for the staff to most be able to deal with it. So if you have any questions about the Hostel Log entry functions, please let us know. If you have any questions about HostelSnap in general, please contact us on hostelmanagement.com. Thanks a lot.